Do you ever look at someone and wonder, what are you doing in my house? That's what I think to myself when company comes over to my house. The same thing will happen when I go to someone else's house, except it's the reverse and I question my sanity. No, I'm the only one? Okay, good to know. You can click off this video now. That's hot. Save that for later. Hello there! Welcome back to my channel. You may call me Miss Introvert. If you're new here, welcome. If not, thanks for stopping by again. If you're an extrovert, you're going to have a hard time relating to this video. But hey, you can stay if you want. I know this is hot, but I'm gonna take another sip. It's still hot, but it's good! Today, we're gonna talk about and relate to the hardships of being an introvert. Again, if you can't relate, you're allowed to leave. But first, I want to tell everyone how amazing introverts are. This video isn't meant to insult anyone. It's just kind of like a joke that we can all relate to. Some introverts are really outgoing, and others are more reserved, like me. Which is fine, unless your life goal is to be a hermit. Every time I say that, my family does this thing with their expressions that makes them look like they're worried for my sanity. But introverts are great. We have creative minds that have so many ideas, and we don't always know how special they are. We may need to adapt to a situation before we do something unthinkable, like approach someone in a conversation. But if that's how you want to get comfortable, go talk to the dog, the cat, the pet goldfish. If they have a snake, say hi to it for me. If they have a spider, I would understand why you want to leave, pet or otherwise. Comment down below what kind of vert you are. That's what we here on this channel call humans who either relate to observing and recharging, or socializing and talking, or a little bit of both. Which one are you? An introvert, an extrovert, an ambivert? If you are an extroverted ghost and you have no one to talk to, hit me up. We will chat over a cup of coffee. Yes, I do love the idea of ghosts, but that is another video and another reason why you can feel free to question my sanity. So, does anyone else get the feeling that this world was just made for extroverts? No offense to extroverts, we're just a little jealous. But you've got interviews that you need to be confident for, workplaces that involve all kinds of interactive meetings, and customer service. Ugh. Negotiations in dealerships, sometimes even over the phone. Excuse me. Over the phone. New this time. Over the phone! Well, it's either we move on or you get to watch me puke. But seriously, just contact me through email, please. But we introverts like to think before we do things. I mean, sometimes there's the infamous impulse decision, but society is kind of structured so that we hold taking action as more important than reflecting and planning. What I mean is, we communicate through conversation, which is hard for people like me who don't know what to say. Literally, someone could walk in through the store and I wouldn't know what to say to them. I mean, I would say hi, of course, but once we started getting through the conversation and we had to do small talk, my brain would just give up. People also associate introversion with shyness. I know introverts that need their space but actually hold a conversation as if they were an extrovert. This may be because they are outgoing or because they choose to wear a mask to act like they are. But people like the act and they value what the act gives them. Whether it's attention or respect or etiquette, it's always nice to make people feel valued. But sadly, we as introverts sometimes don't have a choice in the matter on whether or not we want to be ourselves. The phrase, "you gotta fake it to make it," can be a wise strategy, but luckily we have friends and family that we can let down our guard with. Extroverts can wear masks too. We all wear the mask. Paul Laurence Dunbar. I'm not referring to COVID-19 masks. Read some poetry. Let's see what else sucks for introverts. Ooh! Back to my earlier point of shyness and introversion, I was a shy kid. I don't know if I ever got over it. I was told I would just grow out of it, and I never did. So yes, I do know if I ever got over it, I didn't. Maybe if I collaborate with someone one day, you'll see what I mean. I don't know if you want to. This has affected my placement in jobs, my confidence in myself, the way I presented myself to others who could have been friends and whom I probably scared off. I'm definitely more confident now than I used to be. But yeah, that's also another video. Let's be collective, shall we? I hate talking on the phone. Like, I am genuinely afraid of it. Every time someone picks up, I just But then, you know, we put on our masked voice and hopefully we don't fumble through our words so that the person on the other end doesn't think we're a lunatic who thinks about our stupid way of speaking for the rest of the day and wonders if we'll ever do anything with our life and why we're calling them in the first place. Does anyone else have think attacks where you just lose all common sense and also pluralize yourself in the first place so that instead of saying I hate talking to people, it's we hate talking to people? No? Again? Cool. I'll go tell my family that their looks and worry were not in vain. Anyway, those are just some of the things that I find annoying about society, stereotypes, and what my tiny brain is capable of. If you want to see my video about being an introvert in quarantine, and you're willing to brave more of my cringy insanity, then click here. If you want to watch the series on the writing experiment, then click here. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And share this video if you or your friends enjoy introverts, writing, or anything else we talked about today. If you have any critiques or suggestions for future videos, make sure you comment them down below. Also, comment where you think I'm going. If you don't understand the question, go watch part 2 of the writing experiment. And stay basic. Okay, bye!